stop crying. I'm here. I had to go for an extended pish. And that also involved doing stuff that wasn't having a piss, but was required to do before the show. I'm very pleased to announce, guys, very happy indeed to announce that I now have built up a substantial rapport with the Eastern European women that run the Costa opposite. So that is excellent news. I haven't, that other mic's on, isn't it? I don't think anyone would deny that. Is that better? Same, isn't it? Much the same, guys. We'll just have to live with it. I don't get your hopes up. I haven't built up enough rapport to be in line for free beverages just yet. Free heated beverages. However, I feel it's only round the corner. You know, it can't be far away. It really can't. I'm basing this on the coffee. I will say the coffee is shite. This is not an advert for Costa, but it's the best of a bad bunch. It's. I don't know. Maybe it's on a par with Neuro. I mean, Starbucks is the worst. I mean, the only coffee worse than Starbucks coffee is the coffee you get out of vending machines at A&E. That's bad. Or hospitals in general. Although hospitals have got McDonald's in now, which is truly a sign of the end times, I think. The markets will regulate themselves. The markets. McDonald's in a hospital. So they're lovely girls and good solid banter. I am now proud to announce that I'm a Costa Club points card holder. So that's exciting times. But really the path I'm looking to take... Now, I'm not saying that my friendship with these young women is... You know, that there is an ulterior motive. No, I am saying that there is. And I used to live... Me and Sweet Janny used to live down above the Wetherspoons on North Road that goes down from the clock tower in Brighton above the Wetherspoons. Fine Wetherspoons, man. I'm a spoons drinker now. Maybe it's due to not having as much money as I used to, but I'd like to think that it's because I enjoy the ambience. One thing I will say about Wetherspoons, and I may not have said this before, you'll never see a more diverse mix of people than in a Spoons. Like, and it's not like enforced diversity or anything. It's natural diversity of just people from all walks of life, all races, religions, colours, creeds, genders, people with genders you've never heard of before, you know, people with sexualities you've never heard of before, all coming together under the umbrella of cheap booze. That's what bonds this country together. If suddenly the alcohol prices in pubs were doubled, we would be, you know, it would be the dissolution of West, well, certainly of UK civilization. It doesn't bear thinking about. But yeah, you will have, you know, in one corner, you blue, you know, chronically obese, blue-haired gender unicorns. In the other corner, you know, hardline Brexiteers, just all drinking together, nobody talking to each other, nobody bothering each other, just everyone just getting on. It's goddamn beautiful, man. It's goddamn beautiful. Anyway, me and Sweet Janny, we used to live above that Wetherspoons. I once had caused it to be evacuated on a Saturday night after I burnt a pie while watching X Factor, and it set off the smoke alarms, which set off them for the whole building to evacuate on Saturday night. Fun story, better review there. But anyway, this is a shit story. It's not really going anywhere particularly, but I'm going to stick with it because that's how this show works. There's a Cafe Neuro just next door to it. I would go in there a lot, and I built up a rapport with one of the girls there. And I was, you know, intentionally building up a rapport with her. Now, I wasn't trying to sleep with her. I was trying to do something more nefarious, which was effectively to recruit her as an asset that could facilitate the flowing of free lattes, basically. And over a number of months, I chipped away, you know, getting there, chipped away. And, you know, I got my gal. You know, she would give me cards, the Cafe Neuro loyalty cards, and would just Just stamp all of them. There you go. And I get a couple of them each time. You know, I was in profit. I was very much in profit. I was thinking of selling the cards for, say, half the cost. You know, you pay £1.50 for the card. It's a free latte. You go in there. You've £1.50 latte. That's the dream, right, man? That's the dream. You know, I might try and build up the points on my Costa card when it gets to about 50 quid. See if someone will buy it 25 quid cash. You know, you got to be smart. You got to have a side hustle in this game. You know, a grand don't come for free, as lead singer of the Streets, Danny Dyer, once said. You know, I say fucking grand don't come for free, and Cockney Jesus don't lie. You know, Cockney Jesus don't lie. Think about that, would you? Promise me. Promise me you'll think about it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday morning. Get it out, because you got to be ready to sling it. Welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm. I'm very pleased to announce that the soundboard is back.
Lobsters.
You goddamn right, that probably needs to be a little bit louder.
Lobsters.
Look into it.
It's appalling. Get your act together.
No, nothing on that one. Yep, that's good.
Destroy all communists.
Excellent news. Back in fucking business.
Killing me with this.
Guys, I've not got any of the news up. Why is that? Oh, it's on the other computer. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad news. No news. No news is bad. Is no news good news or bad news? I don't know. There is news, though. Some things have happened over the weekend. That's not on that computer. It's on this computer. How do you do this? Import, export, save all as... Guys, share as a web page. What's going on here? Jesus. Oh, merciful Christ. Oh, God, why? Oh, will somebody at least think of the children? How can I do that? Share as a web page? Hey, that's a bit of fun, right? How does that get across? Maybe, I guess, notes? That could work, couldn't it? Hey, just talk amongst yourselves for a minute, yeah? It'll be fine, I guess. Things are often fine, probably. One tab to control them all. Yeah, now we're in fucking business. Woman claims she's a wolf and bites vampire neighbour's ear off. I'm going to guess Florida, but we'll see. Woman who climbed into zoo enclosure says she's a lion now. Good. Maybe she could go and eat that woman who thinks she's a cat. At least chase her for a while. Well, there must be... But there are those guys that think they're dogs. Women with the cats and men with the dogs, isn't it? You don't... And never the twain shall meet. There was... I should try and find it. I did see it once, but I couldn't dig it up. There was an issue with an office in America whereby a guy who identifies as a dog wanted them to install a litter tray, a large dog-sized litter tray in the toilet. And they wouldn't, because they're reasonable, because they're not lunatics. And so I think he was taking them to court. So that's a fun world to live in. Instagram model makes 60,000 flogging underwear photos in just 8 months. Let's have a look at her. Oh, no, that... Oh, okay, she's in blackface, I guess. That's a powerful tan. Powerful unnatural tan. God bless her, though. I've missed the page. Okay, so global brands behind Marmite and Heinz under fire for advertising on Pornhub. Why? I don't know. I've discussed it too many times, but Family Simulator. The fuck? I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Fans so convinced by Michael Jackson impersonator they call for DNA test. Well, what did he do? Abuse their kids? Oh, he's like a jacked Jacko. Wow, he's bodied up. It's this fella, yeah. All right, sorry guys, let me get him up. He's definitely, that's pretty decent, isn't it? He's had some work done. He's had some work done on that nose for sure. Is Sergio Jackson, and he's coming for your kids. Come on, he's legit. I like the wet look hair as well. I don't know if that's wet look gel or it's actually wet. You can never tell. What else do we have? We have man caught masturbating in leisure centre showers, blames it on living with his mum. Good. No quality scientific evidence that weed helps depression, experts say. Okay, there's a blowjob emoji now. Has Elon Musk quit Twitter? And firefighters rescue 30-stone pig from first floor flat where 8 Chinese takeaways. I don't know in 2019 if it's okay to refer to people as pigs, fat people as pigs. We're supposed to call them prominent. Firefighters rescue 30-stone prominent person of prominence. 30-stone person of prominence from first floor flat where 8 Chinese... And also it. Wow, that is problematic. Okay, it is an actual pig. That, of course, was where the joke was coming from. I hope that you guys were with me on that one. If not, I guess go. If not, I guess go and listen to Trickstar. Yeah, for their funky tunes and hot banter. Yeah, the hot chit chat of the Sci 20 Hour. Hello, this is Sci 20 for the Sci 20 Hour, a radio show by Sci 20 for Sci 20. I am the only listener. Okay, so this is we'll get into that. Anyway, let's talk about shoe throwers. Let's open up lines of communication around the theme of shoe throwers. There's some fucking bits today, some serious bits. New Misanthrope, new Magnitude, new Submarine, new Benipage, new Annex remix of Inside Info and Meth Juice, Fade Black remix of Halogenics, Blej. Ivy Lab and Two Fingers. Bits, guys. I've got bits. Let's let's go with this Fade Black remix of Blej. Fade Black, of course, can be found on Threshold.fm on a Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. for Gold Tub Radio. Any jump up in guy?
Steady job.
Communism.
Got like a...
Destroy all communists.
Warhammer.
Yo, tell me with this.
Yeah, man. Fade Black remix of Blaze by Halogenics. Thought I was the outro then. I was going to scold them. I was going to roughly scold them. Send them away with a flea in their ear. Guys, listen, yeah, Jasper Hamill. 1.4 thousand shares on this bad boy. Nice work, Hamill. Red panty night in the Hamill household tonight. The blowjob emoji has arrived and people are getting very excited about it. Okay, so the blowjob emoji is a young lady on her knees, as any good blowjob should involve. A new emoji showing a man or woman kneeling has been hailed as the world's first explicit blowjob icon. Yes. Until now, anyone seeking to discuss oral sex via the medium of emojis has had to use suggestive images like splash, aubergine, or even a hushed face illustration, which shows a smiley with its mouth in an O shape. The new man, woman, or person emoji shows a person kneeling on both knees, according to the Emojipedia. It may be used to represent someone in prayer or a person resting on the floor. But those use cases may prove to be a little too innocent. The arrival of the icon proved so exciting that some people forgot to turn off caps lock when tweeting about it. Lovely stuff. Several people mentioned the design decision which gave the kneeling woman a ponytail. Apparently this is a surefire sign that oral sex is about to be administered. Oh yes. Let's see what they mean. Lovely stuff. Yes. Oh God. There is nothing that the internet cannot cheapen. This is great news. On Twitter, a user with the name Miral wrote, all in caps, "What? It's literally a blowjob emoji. The way she's kneeling and her hair tied up like that, there's no way she's not about to give someone a beej." Someone calling themselves the Real G-Boy also chimed in. I like when news stories are just them basically relaying a Twitter conversation. "The first time I saw this, I was like, this is the blowjob emoji. When I went to bed, I was like, she even got the fucking ponytail." Model Anna Palomina then said, "This is about to be the blowjob emoji. I don't make the rules." Okay, the blowjob emoji was introduced in the Unicode 12 release earlier this year, but has now made it to most smartphones. So there is a little look at Farage's face. Jesus Christ, might be the smuggest face I've ever seen. What's going on with the kneeling emoji? They're taking a vote here. I would say it is someone giving a nosh. Hundy P. Whoa. People say it's someone praying. Wow, I didn't realise everyone was so goddamned religious. Apple released the blowjob icon alongside a set of gender-neutral emoji in the latest software update for iPhones and iPads. The iOS 13.2 was released on the 28th of October and also introduced emojis showing people with disabilities and the option to set the ethnicity of each person in the holding hands emoji. Oh, you can set them both differently. A drop of blood designed to represent menstruation was also introduced following a campaign. That could go with the blowjob one, I guess. Following a campaign to fight period stigma. The new designs are part of more than 350 emoji approved earlier this year, which have now been released to iPhone as part of the iOS 13.2 update. Many of the character-based emoji now also include gender-neutral options alongside a male or female version. You've got hearing aids, wheelchairs, prosthetic limbs, guide dogs. Also among the latest set of the emoji consortium, the body which maintains and regulates blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool, man. Cool. Tory MP quits after claims he groped Labour MP. Come on, guys. You're supposed to be bloody debating, not groping. Get your act together.
It's appalling. Get your act together.
Okay, what else have we got? No quality. Sorry, guys. I know there's a lot of probably people honking on the toot right now, but I'm afraid there's no quality scientific evidence that weed helps depression. What? researchers have poured cold water on the idea that you can use weed to treat conditions like anxiety or depression. They say the evidence that it has any effect just isn't there. Analysis published in the journal The Lancet Psychiatry looked at the cannabinoids, any chemical derived from the cannabis plants, and its effect on various mental health conditions. There is scarce evidence to suggest that cannabinoids improve depressive symptoms and symptoms like anxiety disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, Tourette syndrome, post-traumatic stress disorder, or psychosis. The researchers warned. Person with spliff in their mouth currently. Yeah, that's just what Big Pharma wants you to think, man. They're threatened by CBD. They're threatened by the ganja, man. They're trying to shut it down. There is very low quality evidence that pharmaceutical THC, with or without CBD, leads to a small improvement in symptoms of anxiety amongst individuals with other medical conditions. There remains insufficient evidence to provide guidance on the use of cannabinoids for treating mental disorders within a regulatory framework. You need a more holistic framework. Further, higher quality studies directly examining the effect of cannabinoids on treating mental disorders are needed. Derivatives of weed, such as CBD-based products, have been skyrocketing in recent years as their medicinal use has increased. The authors did find some evidence to suggest THC, the main mind-altering compound found in cannabis, may help relieve anxiety in cases of chronic pain, but it was of very low quality. Oh dear. Genevieve Edwards, Director of External Affairs at the MS Society, writing to the Metro, believes that medical cannabis does help relieve pain for those struggling with MS. I mean, you do hear a lot of reports on pain relief that seem to be very much legitimate. MS is relentless, painful and disabling, and the evidence shows that cannabis could help around 10,000 people with the condition who experience pain and muscle spasms and haven't responded to other treatments. Well, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, tokers. But perhaps the ganja is not the panacea. People hope it is. My apologies. Yes, stick to booze. Stick to chronic alcoholism. That's what I'm doing. Nothing like a depressant to chase the blues away. Should we have something that's probably a little more light-hearted? Oh, dear. Oh, silly boy. Oopsie. Lad dyes his mustache for Movember, and it really doesn't work. Yeah, I hate Movember, not the cause. I think that the cause is obviously a very good one, and, male health, prostate health, all that sort of gubbins doesn't get talked about enough, doesn't get enough money raised for it. However, the whole grow a moustache thing for a month, I find it quite triggering, like, my culture, is not your hilarious charity stunt, Like, these fair weather, mustachioed mongoloids are not representative of the wider moustache community. It's appropriation. It's cultural appropriation at its most egregious. Doing it for a laugh, yeah? I know I've got a beard now, but I have a fucking moustache 24 hours a day, 365, yeah? For better or worse, I go into nightclubs sometimes. Maybe it's had a little bit of a waxing. People grab it, they pull it, they touch it, they don't ask. They're greasy little pill fingers, all up in your mush, yeah? Tugging on it. They want mustache rides. And that's just the life I chose. I know I appreciate it's a lifestyle choice, but it is my culture, and this lad here, that you couldn't even call that a moustache. That's just dirt. So he's tried to dye his face. It's not even taken any of the colour. It's just made his face swell up. You look like one of these mad girls that gets too many lip filler injections. Well, look at these twats. Pathetic. Today marks the start of Movember, which means just go and give money to prostate cancer charities. Which means millions of if you're going to grow a moustache, grow one properly and see it through. Yeah. Don't fuck. And my advice to anyone thinking about that is grow a beard first and then drop it down to a tash. Don't go through the month or 2 months of horror of having of looking like these clowns. Today marks the start of Movember, which means millions of lads around the world will be attempting to grow the most impressive piece of facial hair ever, all in the name of a fantastic cause. However, while some men are blessed with the ability to cultivate a thick strip of fuzz, others who are not quite as gifted in the gene department struggle to grow even the faintest hint of bum fluff. It really is quite upsetting. I will presume here that Dominic Smithers falls into the earlier camp. If you happen to identify with the latter or are taking part in the annual event, one man has a word of warning. Okay, so now we're doing a Jacob Rees-Mogg voice. Don't try and diet, or at the very least, do be careful. This was a harsh lesson that Dominic Gibbons, name rings a bell, of somewhere or fucking other in Wales, learned last year when, taking part in his first Movember, he just said, last year? What? This is a year old, this news. Fucking that Bible, man. Fucking Dominic Smithers, mate. Nothing but disappointment. After the amount of love I've given him over the last year. Unbelievable. Decided to dye his tash to make it a bit more noticeable. We will leave without a deal if we must. But ended up looking like a children's character. Yeah, it does. Looks like, what's the, there's another one where they look sort of suitably ridiculous. Anyway, fuck that guy. Fuck these fair weather mustachioed freaks. Pathetic. My culture is not your charity bloody boogaloo. Okay, good. Where are we in terms of shoe throwers? What's going on? What's the situation? Let's discuss. Turbine, misanthrope. Let's make this dream a reality. Oh shit, Monkey see. It says more like cantobanoids. Zinger.
Lobsters.
This is Misanthrope. It's called Turbine. Probably be only about 30 seconds long. 3.5 minutes. It's not enough! Oh. Love all of these sort of Berliner kind of melodic techno sounds. Oh, sounds like Mind Against making drum and bass. Right, that's that then. That's Turbine by Misanthrope. I mean, I might just, I don't know, just take it, stick it into Ableton, double it up, you know? Maybe towards the end of the sort of second drop, I'll just have a high string. Just a high string, just to make it slightly. But look, it's not like what you. What could it cost you more to make it longer? Just copy and paste it. Copy and paste it. Slightly different, have an off ride or something that comes in on the second drop. High string. Done. You've doubled the length of it. You've doubled its value. You know, it's digital. It's not like you have to use more materials, is it? It's not like, well, we wanted the house to be twice as big, but we couldn't afford more bricks. No. Like, you're not paying by the kick drum, are you? What a ridiculous way to make a record that would be. I'm sorry. God, the beats are quite sparse in this. Yeah, no, I've been using this new software. Basically, you got paid by the drum hit. It's quite ridiculous. Wow, that's stupid. Why would you do that? I don't know. I'm a mug, basically. I'm a fucking idiot. I'll buy anything. It's shiny. It's made by Output. It looks nice. But you got paid by the kick drum. It was free to download. Oh, right, yeah, you pay after. It's like games with in-app purchases where you have to pay to win, basically. It's like that, but it's the audio version of it. Like it makes it for you, but you've just got to pay by the kick drum. I'm going on Dragon's Den with this. So you got to pay by the kick drum, Natalie. That's the worst Duncan Bannatyne impression I think I've ever done. I'll just go on Loop Cloud, download them all for free. Just gone. Forget it. Just forget it. I've got 700 old Vengeance packs. All right, he's South African now. I've got 700 old fucking Vengeance packs. I've got snares coming out of the arse. Why would I pay by the fucking kick drum? I've torrented 1,800 Vengeance packs. Honestly, I can't fucking move for kicks. Oh, you want me to pay for more? Yeah. Okay, all right, how much do you want? A quarter of a mil. How much? 5%. Okay, I'm in. Meaden, what about you? Yeah, I'm fucking in as well, Bannatyne. They're both South African. It's out of control. What's going on, man? Where are we? Oh, we're doing a radio show. What have we had? Elion, nah. Blowjob emoji, done. Ganja, don't do nothing, done. Moustache, done. Sex expert, here we go, believes you should give your partner a cheat pass for Christmas. No, that'd be a no from me. Thought it through, and it's still a no. Even if she was like, you can do it. Even if Haley was like, yeah, you can do a cheat pass, because I'm like, no. You think anything like, what stupid idea? Like, I don't think like your partner saying, yeah, that's fine, go off and shag someone else. Like, I think if you're a good person, sorry, anyone that's in a polyamorous relationship, but I don't even if they went, okay, well, a sexpert says that it would be good, so why don't you go and have a go at it? No, it's a no. Christmas can be a pretty expensive time of the year. Oh, this is just for people that skint. I'm sorry I couldn't get you anything. Go fuck someone else. Right, okay. Christmas can be an expensive time of the year as you find yourself to blah, 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 blah. But a sex expert reckons the best gift you could give your other half is actually one that's completely free. A cheat pass. Wait, what? Yup. Wednesday Martin. I'm not listening to anything said by someone whose first name is a day of the week. Wednesday Martins believes, and the surname is pluralised. No need. Believes that the ultimate present you can hand over to your partner is a hall pass, an agreement that one or both of you can sleep with someone else without repercussions. I mean, each their own, blah, blah. Martin, I thought it was Martins. Well, let's go with Martin. Martin, who released a book called Untrue, about why nearly everything we believe about women and lust and infidelity is wrong, specifically reckons men should be giving their missus a free pass to cheat. Okay. In an interview with The Telegraph last year, she said, we know long-term, very deep voice for a lady, we know long-term relationships are harder on female desire than they are on male desire. We know this, do we? Okay. Many experts now believe monogamy is a tighter fit for women than for men. Is that right? Okay. She added, the real gift would be to give your spouse permission to have the conversation. Why is it better to get a divorce and move on when you simply decide, I don't fancy him anymore, or the spark is gone? What a trail of destruction you might save yourself from creating if you said instead, there is something we can do here. Well, you're assuming there that there's no other option than to go off and fuck someone else. That maybe you could work on your relationship. Work on the one that you've got, that you sort of agreed to, with the person you live with, rather than like, just go fuck someone else. She continued, we might have said before, oh well, that's because women like sex less than men do. Not true. But now the new data are helping us. Understand, it's not that women like sex less than men do. It's that men are better at wanting what they already have, and women struggle more with the same old familiar partner over and over. Well, let's let's bend everything. Just to make, like, if it was the other way around, like, do you think that she would be, like, if the data went the data went the other way, do you think she'd be like, yeah, just let the geezer go off and fuck someone else? I've got a funny feeling she wouldn't. She'd be like, well, no, they should just learn to be happy with what they've got. I think, yeah. You've got a woman there who's happy with you. Why aren't you happy with her? You were happy with her for a long time, but you're not anymore. Well, I don't think the answer is going off and just sleeping with someone else. Is it? No. You need to bloody well appreciate your wife and partner and love her and realise that she's the queen of your squalid little fucking kingdom. Yes? You limp dick numpty. I imagine that would be the conversation. She wouldn't write a fucking book about it. She'd just waggle her finger at people on Twitter. Hey, it's just a waste an afternoon, isn't it? The reasoning behind the affair, but what have we got here? Okay, so we've got some YouGov Asia Pacific polls. See why 1 in 5 British adults have had an affair. Here you go. Why men and women have an affair. Which one's which? Okay. Women were more likely to have an affair because they felt flattered by the attention. Women were more likely to have an affair because they felt emotionally deprived in their relationship. Men were more likely to have an affair because I was dissatisfied with sex life. They were both reasonably equal in terms of enjoying the thrill of cheating. Men more likely was unable to commit to one partner. That's pretty low. And other. Well, I'll actually get it up there for you. Costa Coffee, it's better than Starbucks, but not as good as anywhere half decent. That's their new advert. I'm getting paid millions of pounds to say that. So that's good. Guys, look, what else have we got? Man, this looks like fun. Man caught masturbating in leisure centre showers. Blames it on living with his mum. Kidoki, a man was caught masturbating by 2 boys in a public shower area of a leisure centre and has been sentenced. Yeah, it's not really the place, is it? Adrian Venables from Ellesmere Port, Cheshire, was charged with and pleaded guilty to outraging public decency after he was spotted in the showers of Northgate Arena Leisure Centre in Chester on the 13th of August last year. 56-year-old, who is profoundly deaf, was washing himself when 2 teenage boys finished a swimming lesson and entered the changing room, according to Cheshire Live. The Chester Magistrates Court, Rob Yowns, prosecuting, said one of the boys, said the male, Venables, was in the shower and started playing with his bits. The male looked away at one point and was washing his chest and then started masturbating again. Oopsie. According to Venables, he thought he was masturbating privately. Well, look, surely if you're deaf, you need to organise a little bit more privacy for your thing, because if you can't hear people coming, and also just like turning away from people, I know you can't hear them, but that doesn't mean they're not there anymore. Like, and it's like, you know, if you're blind and it's not like if I shut my eyes and I can't see you, it doesn't mean you disappear and I can just crack one out. It's not how it works. Sorry, buddy. Cheshire Live reported that when he was arrested, he told the police he couldn't masturbate at home because he lived with his mum. He didn't want to be disrespectful. So he did it in the showers when he went to the swimming pool instead. No, don't think so. I mean, I think there's plenty of other places you could go. Why not go in a cubicle in the public lavatory? It's probably got more privacy than a fucking shower at the kids' pool. Court heard Al Venables, who was a gardener, 34 years old. Oh, gardened for 34 years old, but retired on medical grounds. Volunteered at the Chester Deaf Club and has no previous convictions. Richard Sibione, who was defending Venables, said that the client has pleaded guilty at the earliest opportunity despite the case being adjourned a number of times. The psychiatrist report revealed that there was an element of intellectual immaturity after there were concerns over his understanding. Mr. Simmons explained the report found his understanding of the world outside of his own bubble was very limited. All right. In the 60s and 70s, he attended a deaf school which at the time was using experimental methods of language, just busting one out, hoping for the best, which has now been widely considered a failure. Oh, that's a shame. So it left him with undeveloped in terms of understanding language. Well, what's his thing? 12-month community order. Well, a fine £100. Not the end of the world, is it? Sexual prevention order says, he can't go around doing it again. Oh, it was not imposed. Okay, so he's not even on the register. He got away basically scot-free. All right, fine. Well, if he didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I was just, I live with my mum and that. All right, fair enough. Fuck it, let him off. Okay, one more thrower. And then we can go. Annex remix of Inside Info and Meth Juice. It's called Pulsation. Let's get the show on the road.
Where the Western world acquired its standard tuning is in 1939, when the Rockefeller Foundation instituted through the British Standards Institute standard tuning to a 440 hertz frequency. And that was derived from military acoustic warfare research that determined the most dissonant, most stressful, most psychosocially, virtually demonic or stressful frequency, diseasing frequency, even, quote, mass hysteria, end quote, inducing frequency.
I just walk in, play like the sickest sets, people just go nuts.
Need suggestions for the soundboard. We need to update it.
Frequency.
3 minutes for that. Wow. Well, okay. Fine. Yeah, why not? Just, okay, fine. Yeah. Woman who climbed into zoo enclosure says she's a lion now. That's what it takes. It's you come into contact with a lion and then you become a lion. It's like a sort of like, conservative Christian idea of gayness, isn't it? That you get touched by someone who's gay and then you catch it. You catch lion as well, like this. A woman who became famous after she climbed into the lion's enclosure at a zoo says she now believes she's a lion herself. Maya Autry, 32, told a reporter she now thinks she's a reincarnation of a lion. She made the claim while travelling to court after being taken in for a shoplifting charge in Kearney, New Jersey. She sounds like a barrel of laughs. She said, "I'm a lion now, can't you tell? Have you even heard of reincarnation? Do your history, young man. Do your history. It's called reincarnation. I am the lion now." Do your history, young man. I am the lion now. She is batshit crazy. When she became famous in September, she had just casually climbed into the pen of the obviously dangerous big cat at the Bronx Zoo in New York. After dancing in front of the animal, she thankfully managed to escape without a scratch on her. But despite her behaviour sparking outrage, if the lion had hurt her, it could have been killed. Yeah, we don't need another fucking Harambe. Yeah, although, that said, I don't know whether or not the lion has any information about Hillary Clinton, as we all know Harambe did. She did not show any remorse for her behaviour. She said she wasn't in any danger because of the moat between her and the lion, telling NBC New York, "I fear nobody. No animal, no human, no one." So no, I wasn't fearing of the lion because the lion loved me. That's why he came to me and I let the lion know, "Lion, I love you." Sort of Alan Sugar, you're fired finger. "Lion, I love you." Maya did not want to comment on the shoplifting allegations against her. She is still wanted on a criminal trespass charge over the Bronx Zoo issue, but says she will hand herself into police on an unspecified date. The lady even had a message for her lion quote-unquote friend, telling him, "I love you, lion. Hope they treating you right in the zoo. No, Maya, love you. I didn't mean to mistreat you or nothing. I seen how you came to me. We connected. To the kids. Respect your parents, please. Your teachers. Authority." You don't respect authority, do you? I mean, why parents and teachers have authority, but, like, the police not respecting of their authority, being that you're going out shoplifting, or the authority of a zoo? I appreciate there could be issues with the authority of a zoo, and, it's a moral quandary, keeping animals in cages, but come on, man. Prior to being spoken to by police, she said, "I know you're going to put this shit on the news. I know it's going to be all over. When I'm ready to talk about the particular situation of the lion, I will." The Bronx Zoo said in a statement, "This action was a serious violation and unlawful trespass that could have resulted in serious injury or death. Barriers and rules are in place to keep both visitors, staff and animals safe. We have a zero-tolerance policy on trespass and violations of barriers, even if you're stupid enough to think that you're a reincarnated lion." I am the lion now. Can't you tell? Have you ever heard of reincarnation? Do your history, young man. Do your history. It's called reincarnation. I'm the lion now. Brilliant. Well, she's undoubtedly a coffee and memes good times girl. Imagine a night out in somewhere like Swansea or Newport with her on the bag. Wow. A night out in a Wetherspoon. Right, here's the competition. The prize, I don't know what the competition is, but the prize is a night on the bag and a Wetherspoons of your choice with Lion Lady. Wow. God. Yeah. Jesus, that's the... Whoa. Yeah. Good times, man. Good times. Listen, yeah, end of the show. It is but the start of a week. Another 4 days of this wild ride to get through. We'll be all right. We'll be fine. Just fucking get on with it, yeah? Just goddamn get on with it. Listen, thank you to everyone that's supporting on Patreon and keeping this dream alive. If you want to, and I implore you to, please go to threshold.fm, go to donate, I'll tell you everything you need to know, or just go to patreon.com/thresholdfm and throw a few fucking shekels into the hat, man. It's all appreciated. It's all goddamn appreciated. Get your name on the VIP list with Greg Conford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matty Tomkins, Leif Long, John Pock, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Powell, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, John Finison, the BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief, Coupar, Gennady Lightfield, James Parry, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Swiffington, Neil, the Menace Underwood, Dan Fucking Morris, Guy With No STD, James MC, Josh Williams, Rob Pumphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Elton, Taran Wilmore, Mr. Pope, Drive, Progressive Sidetons, Zara Superior, Drum Bass, Kris Breaks, The Bill, Karissa Barthelson, Odin Bates, Lee Fuller D, General Jemmy, Flaxis, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robinson, Dab Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Ranking Max Uplifting Vocal Sidefront under the alias Cosmic Waff, Keep It Cool Tool in the Mod, Paul Badonna, John Meatloaf, Nick Brock, Sean Simpson, Robin Card, Hugh Downer, Sarah Hunt, The Hitch, Marcel Tech Relay, Ben Virgo, Dan Tweedley, By Salazar, Big Watch, My Hill, Mighty Danny, Garl, Lewis, Corden and Liz, Carl Williams, Tom Skipper. Unfortunately, it's George DC, Anthony Sharp, Claudia Love Schmier, Ben Stremroche, Timid, John Forsyth Anderson, PSN Godlight, MC Hammer Daddy, Your Mum, and Leonardo Yeves at Big 8. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning, yeah? At 10 a.m. for more of these coffees and more of these memes. Be good to yourselves, to each other, to your pets, to your mother and father, and to society as a whole. I will see you tomorrow. I love you. Just be good. Okay, goodbye.